And the thing with me, like I don't think I've watched a single WWE, what would you call it, show.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Until Logan Paul got into it. And like, I want to know your thoughts on how big that is for the sport. If that's something you're like in support of, where it is, how it's seen in the culture.
That's so interesting that you're saying like I'd never watched until Logan Paul came in. I think that's exactly what the WWE was going for. They were trying to either get those fringe fans who were maybe lapsed, like, oh, I used to watch a few years ago, but haven't watched in a while. Or they're trying to get people who are like, yeah, I'm not really a WWE fan, but I'm interested in seeing what Logan Paul does. I think that he is just crushing it. And Triple H said that Logan Paul has no business being as good as he is. And it's true. Man, that guy is doing things in the ring that like it would take most people years to figure out. Just like the nuance of some of the things that he does and like his facials and the way that he like looks at the camera. That's what I meant by that. And like other things like the athleticism that he has. It's so good. And it's like he's operating in there like he's a veteran and he's only had like 7 matches, I think.
Yeah, I was watching it. I was like, holy crap. Like the stuff he's doing is very like the average person I can't see jumping off this, doing what I'm like, wow. I mean, it's impressive, you know?
And there's a lot of people that don't like him. And that kind of leans into like what he's doing with his character. Like his character is a heel, which is a bad guy in pro wrestling. And he's really leaning into the fact like, look at me. I'm better than you. I have more money than you. I'm look how hot my fiance is. Like he's leaning into like, I'm giving you all the reasons to not like me. And then when he, comes out, they boo him now, which means he's over with the crowd.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. Cause I asked, one of my friends, Brian Valoria, who's big in the boxing world, I asked him how he felt about like Jake Paul. And he said, as long as there's respect for the sport with these guys coming in and like they're genuinely doing it out of love for the sport, then they're all for it, as opposed to the people that really aren't in the space.
Yes. That
kind of react as to like, why is he coming into sports? He's a YouTuber. But it turns out the people that are genuinely involved in the sport, like you're saying now, they're more for it as opposed to like what not fans think,
Logan Paul is certainly bringing a lot of eyeballs to the WWE and a lot of eyeballs to pro wrestling in general. But I got to give him so much credit. He is putting in the work. And there has been a long list of celebrities who have come into pro wrestling, and it's been very clear that they haven't put in the work. Like there's this famous clip of Jeremy Pivens calling SummerSlam, which is an event that's been going on for decades. He calls it the Summerfest. And it's just like, as a wrestling fan, you're like, oh, like, come on. But it's so very clear that Logan Paul has put in the work to be the best competitor that he can be. And because he's put in the work, whether you love him or you hate him or you cheer him or you boo him, you have to respect what he's doing.